Biodiversity is really important for us on the farm, and I think that's true for any farm in Wales. If you don't have a healthy biodiversity, if you don't have healthy ecosystems and natural resources, then your ability to produce food really is compromised. Biodiversity is the most important building block of food production, so it's in our interest as farmers to have very healthy biodiversity. Well, we try to farm within a sort of the natural carrying capacity of the land, not to push the farm too hard in terms of production, and trying to stick to native breeds, trying not to overstock. And if you do that, I think there's a sort of sweet spot, if you like, between biodiversity and a profitable farm enterprise. So people often say you can't manage what you don't measure. So it's really important to have a baseline to work from. So the report is going to help us identify what we have, and it will offer some advice in terms of how we can manage for biodiversity better on the farm. Well, the farm is split into two almost. You've got the upland mountain parcel on the Rhobell Fawr, and it's an interesting piece of parcel because if you look at it from afar, you might think it's botanically uninteresting, but if you get your eye in there, there's a lot of interesting stuff there. You've got your heathers, your sundews, your cotton grasses, thyme, tormentil. There's nice lovely heath bedstraw crawling along the grass. So it's managed by sheep, not very intensively, and I think that creates the ideal conditions for those species. And then we have the in-by fields, and the hay meadows in particular are quite interesting. Lots of diverse plants there, and also some wood pasture. If you came here in spring, the place would be a carpet of bluebells and wild garlic. We've planted a lot of hedgerows on the farm, been involved with a scheme with the National Park. It's a win-win for a farmer really. It's a valuable wildlife corridor for biodiversity. It stores carbon, eventually will help with flood reduction as well, preventing flooding. But also it's shelter for the animals in winter and a valuable shade in the summer as well. I'm very optimistic actually about the future of farming. I think there's a huge opportunity for us as an industry to showcase to the world what sustainable farming looks like. Farming is often criticised for having a negative effect on nature and climate, and I'll have to admit some of that is warranted. We don't get it right every time. There is room for improvement, but as an industry I think we're up for the challenge really to be part of the solution and not the problem.